Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a review on the Trick or Treat Studios Good Guy doll from Child's Play 2. When I first saw the Kickstarter campaign online, I got really excited because this was something that I grew up with and always wanted a really good representation of, and always had to just deal with the fact that the only ones you could get were those god awful plush ones, and the ones from Spencer's Gifts that were about $60 and looked like they were $60. But this one just looks incredible. It literally looks like it's been pulled right from the television screen and into my house. And I'm really excited to take a look at it. First, I just want to show off all the detail for the box. You can see it actually says has the Good Guys logo with "He wants you for a best friend" on it. The nice little window so you can see the doll. It looks incredible. I can't wait to get him out. It's got all the little patches from the front to showcase all of his different careers, all the different life choices that Chucky could have made had he not become possessed by Charles Lee Ray. Collect all the Good Guy accessories. I really hope Trick or Treat Studios would do something like this, but since they weren't actually in the movie and they just had the construction outfit, I'm fine with that. Instead of saying Play Pals, it says Play Partner Toys, which it doesn't really bother me because I understand that some stuff you just can't get around, so I'm not gonna bitch and complain about it. And like the original, instead of saying ages 4 and up, it says ages 14 and up. Again, it's not worth bitching about because the fact that this thing even exists is amazing, so I'm not gonna waste my time complaining. Once again, on the side it says Good Guys and He Wants You for a Best Friend, and you get these really cool looking pictures, these cool little animations of all the different careers and paths Chucky could go through, all of his different little phases. Stuff from he can be a cowboy, a courageous soldier, a doctor, a superstar baseball player. And here is the back. Good Guys, He Wants You for a Best Friend. Let him share your secrets. I really like that. Believe me, he had a lot of secrets to share himself. I really love these little drawings of the Good Guy doll because they're just the right amount of cute and creepy, like the actual doll. Famous quote, "Hi, I'm a good guy. Let's play." And you get Chucky's little good guy footprints. If I ever see those around my house for real, I'm probably gonna do the same thing from the movie and burn this doll to a crisp because I am not gonna get killed by a little doll. It's just not gonna happen to me. Contains one Good Guy doll, Play Partners Toys. It's a really cool looking box. I really love this. You turn it to the other side. It's more careers, from a construction worker to a brave Indian to a fearless fireman. Batteries not included. And here is the top of the box. It's just Good Guys, He Wants You for a Best Friend. And that's basically the box. I don't think there's anything on the bottom, or if that's even worth showing, but I guess I'll go ahead and do that. So I was wrong, there is some stuff on the bottom. This is the bottom of the box that has more Good Guy doll footprints. Has your Trick or Treat Studios logo. I really love Trick or Treat Studios. You have all your copyright claims down here, and another warning. This product is not recommended for children under 14 years old. So, quick side note. Anyone else who has these knows this struggle. Trick or Treat Studios really actually gives a shit when it comes to packing this thing, because god damn is it hard to get this fucking thing out of the box. There are so many pieces of plastic that are wrapped around him. There's so many pieces of wire wrapped around him. There's so many layers of tape wrapped around him that if you don't have a really good knife and hack away from the back of this thing, you are basically going to be unwrapping him for the next hour. So I will give Trick or Treat Studios even more credit, because clearly when it comes to making sure that you get your product to your house safely, they actually do give a shit. So good for you, Trick or Treat Studios. Okay, before I show off the doll itself, I just want to say this is another example of what I was talking about when I said Trick or Treat Studios really cares about these things whenever they ship them out, because they didn't allow any wiggle room for this thing, because his head is clamped and tied down tight to this little tray in the shape of a Good Guy doll head, and I don't think I can get to it in here, and I don't really want to open the box back up again because I don't want to risk damaging the box, because it's a really good box. But down at the bottom there's some plastic trays in the shapes of Chucky's feet, and he is tied down to those as well. And there's a little area where his arms were tied down tight, so they didn't want this thing to even move whenever it was being shipped, you know, for the risk of anything could bump it or scratch it or anything. And they even went so far as just to make sure that his hair stayed decent and in place, they gave him a little hairnet. It looked like a little dishwasher. There weren't as many of the little drawings on the side of here, but that could have been one. A noble dishwasher. So I am fixing to get to the doll now. And here he is, the 1-to-1 scale replica of the Child's Play 2 Chucky doll. And man, am I so excited to have him. I can barely speak due to my excitement, because like I said, it literally looks like he was just ripped right out of the television screen. His nice little shoes. One thing I do really wish Trick or Treat Studios would do, because I'm pretty sure a lot of fans would agree with me on this, even the ones that are old, that were kids when the movie came out, I really wish that along with the costume version, they would actually release pajamas of the Good Guy outfit like Andy wears in the first film, because I'm a grown-ass man, but I would proudly wear those pajamas with the little Good Guy shoe feeties on them. I am not lying. I would wear the fuck out of those. See his face. I love how detailed every little aspect of this doll is. They painstakingly made every eyelash, eyebrow, and freckle on here. And the little teeth in his mouth. He literally looks like, despite his adorable face, that if you were to actually put your finger near his mouth, he will jump at you. The teeth really do look like real teeth. And a really good close-up shot of his eye, which I love the eyes because they're just like in the movie. Everyone calls this design the Starburst design, and to be honest, that little term is actually, I'm actually taking a liking to it now. It's really starting to grow on me. So yeah, the nice Starburst design on his eyeball, that piercing blue color mixed with the really beautiful light blue. His hair, like I said, whenever he comes in the box, just to ensure extra safety for the hair, they did put a hairnet over it. I did not want to start the review with him wearing the hairnet because his hair was safe, but good God, did he look goofy. Yeah, everything is very nicely done on him. He actually has little ears, which I think is funny. The hair, I think I got a really good doll because the hair on mine is really good. It really is. It's a really good shade. It looks like the real hair. It looks like the real doll. And the length of the hair too is another thing. I think I got really lucky and got one that actually had a proper length hair, because some people apparently in their reviews say that they got one that had hair that was down to here. Some of them got hair that was all the way up here. There was all the way up here, like mine, and that was too much. I don't know why I went all the way up here, because I don't think Trigger Shoot Studios would ever be stupid enough to give to give Chucky a bowl cut. He's got his little dimple chin, which I think is funny. He's got his long neck. He's got his little red turtleneck part of his sweater. The buttons on his overalls are stitched in, just like in the real movie. And for some reason, this sparked a lot of controversy. The placement of the word "good guys" on the front pocket of the overalls. That, for some reason, just caused the biggest outcry over a doll I've ever seen in my life. Everyone just complaining, it's too low, it's not centered, it's not placed perfectly, it's not this, it's not that. And I just don't understand why people are so offended and so hurt by that, by that one little thing. Because it's not a big deal. I understand their reason is, well, I spent $500 on this, I want it perfect, but like I've always said my entire life, nothing is perfect. Not even the original, not even the real doll from the actual movies was perfect. So I just don't understand that, but nevertheless, there is the Good Guys logo on the front pocket. Now mine is a little low, but like I said, it's not a big deal because I don't just constantly just stare at the pocket on the doll. That's not what I'm looking for the most. That alone makes the doll worth it, because you can't mistake this for anything else. But he has all of his little designs on his overalls, like the baseball player, the fireman, doctor. You can kind of make out a gun for a cowboy. Wait, get into his crotch. There you can see the hat, the boot, and the gun. So yeah, if he wants to, he could be, oh, there's a good one. Should've just went with that one. There's a really good shot of of his career path as a cowboy, his little patch of that. There's the construction worker. I think I mentioned that already, though. Funny, there's under the badge, you can see, under his little button, not badge, but you can kind of see a little bit of the courageous soldier. And you can see his really nice sweater. And I really wish I could find somebody that could make me an actual sweater with this design on it, because like the good guy doll pajamas, I would wear the hell out of that sweater. I'm a very fucking weird person, but I really don't care. His hands. This is another thing people complain about, is the way the hands are molded, but I don't spend a great deal looking at his hands, so it doesn't bother me, and I'm not going to have him holding weapons, because this representation of him is the doll version. It's not the evil side of Chucky yet. You have the little ankle cuffs on his overalls, just like they're the same material and design as the sweater. This really is a small detail that really makes me laugh because of how much attention to detail they paid to this thing. But there's actual good guy's laces on his shoes. And yeah, the paint job on the shoes are really, really good, nice and shiny. And these shoes are fucking hard as hell. So yeah, I really like that. This is one detail that really shocked the hell out of me, because every other representation of Chucky I've ever seen, none of them have ever done this before, which I always thought was weird, because it's a very prominent feature on the doll, especially in the first film, that he actually has all the emblems of different career paths and the good guy's logo on the bottom of his shoes. I really love this this very, very minute detail. So here is the back of the doll. Like I said before, really, really nice soft hair. And it's still in very good condition, which really surprised me, because a lot of replicas I've seen in my lifetime that have had hair on them like this, after a couple of weeks, for some reason, the hair would start just like crinkling up and then slowly start falling off. But this one, I don't know if they put some kind of product in it or something before they ship it out, but the hair is still very, very strong and has no problems with shedding or anything like that. So yeah, I can actually tug on the hair. That sounds bad, but yeah, you actually rake your finger through the hair and none of it will come off on your hands, which I really enjoy that. I really enjoy how much care that went into this. Yeah, on the back you have his little X pattern overall straps. You see again, there's the helmet and gun for the soldier, the fireman. Another thing that people thought was cheating was this feature first. Like in the movie, the straps are Velcroed and they do come off. But for some reason, people thought they were being cheated whenever they bought this because of this one little feature. In the movie, Child's Play 1 and 2, there's drawn out shots where if you look at his back, he has a battery pack on it with batteries or no batteries. But on this one, it's just the soft foam. I don't mind this because it's a display piece, so I'm not going to be playing with it. And I don't really want it to talk because I'm not just gonna get up and push the button at random and make him talk. Even though, if you are that particular about those little nitpicks, there are there is a guy online who provided the molds to Trick or Treat Studios to make these, named Garrett Zima. And you can buy the voice boxes and the battery compartment to put on a doll from him. He actually makes those. The only catch with buying the little pieces to go in the doll in the front and the back is you have to hack the holes into the doll yourself, and I'm not cutting holes in this thing for little special little doodads and shit like that, because just having the doll is enough for me. Growing up and always wanting a proper Chucky doll, from the time I was maybe 4 years old, just wanting a proper Chucky doll, and the only ones you can get that were remotely good were those cheap little $60 ones from Spencer's Gifts. They came with that god-awful plastic knife. And I'm just really excited that now I have this and it actually looks like the real thing. So I don't care about making sure it does everything from the movie, as long as it looks like it's from the movie. And here is some more of the pattern work on the doll. It is very, very, very good work. Probably can't see from the really horrible lighting I have. One thing I thought was a little strange, but once again, it can be remedied very easily, is that the cuffs around the ankles, when I got him, they were rolled about all the way up to halfway into the helmet, so about right here. Now, like I said, it's very easy to fix that. You don't have to cut it. I've actually seen a review where a guy says just cut it. No, don't cut it. That would be stupid, but a really easy way to fix that, and it'll look just fine, is just tuck and roll it. Just pinch off where you want the thing to end, and then just curl your finger in and roll it inside, and then just do that all the way around the edge, and you have no problems. Back of his shoes again. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they even gave him little socks, which is adorable. All in all, I'd say if you have an extra $500 just burning a hole in your wallet and just eating at your soul, and you just want to get rid of it, if you're a really big horror geek like I am, the best advice I can give you is go pick one of these things up, because they are incredible. I'm still just in complete shock, and I've had this thing for a while now. All I can say is I'm very glad I got this thing. I'm very happy that it is as detailed and as good as I was expecting. And actually, to be completely honest, it was a little bit better than I was expecting, because I wasn't a particularly big fan of the promo pictures of it, where his skin really looked like hard plastic, and it was all polished and shiny. I really like this because it just looks more natural, and when you film it, it looks better. He is very well worth the money. And before I go, I just want to say, he does want you for a best friend, and he does make a very good friend to the end.